Okay, so here we go again. Pastor resigns from Houston megachurch after admitting to having an affair. This is Pastor Jeremy Foster. I'm not sure if you can call him a pastor anymore. I'm not sure how that works, but he recently resigned at Hope City Church out of Houston, Texas, and they were known for one of the fastest growing churches in the country. And Jeremy Foster was also reaching celebrity type status, where he'd been asked to speak at conferences, special events, other churches. He was being interviewed a lot. A lot of people were getting his perspective on things because he was a pretty dynamic preacher. But we've seen this before, and we'll see it again. But I really believe this, that there is a very, very healthy way of looking at this, rather than the typical reaction you see from the Christian and non-Christian community. So I want to share some thoughts on that. But before I do, get a copy of my free book, Bounce Back with Faith. All you have to do is go to my bio. It will link you to my website. You can download the digital copy instantly for free. And I will also send you a hard copy if you'd like. And I pay for postage, absolutely free. It's a good way to get to know one another. So we've seen this before, where a pastor resigns after having an affair. Actually, not too long ago, Carl Lentz from Hillsong, New York, was terminated because he had an affair. And that made like worldwide news because it was Hillsong out of Australia. So that made like really big news. And it was the typical reaction, the typical criticisms. But I have a healthy, I think, a way to look at this. Listen, these pastors that have these affairs should get criticized and rebuked. I also believe in second chances, so I'm not sure. It depends. Every situation is unique. But I also believe that this is actually a prime example, actually a good example, that we are fallible. To me, pointing out that we are fallible is a reminder as to why we really need to build and strengthen our relationship with Jesus Christ, and not so much the person at the podium, at the pulpit, because we continue to see this over and over again. And the public views this as, oh my gosh, this is some form of hypocrisy. And we can say, well, we do, especially shepherds and pastors, are held to a higher standard, but it doesn't mean that they're not fallible. And so we need to own that and say, that's why we need Jesus.